Okay, so grade 5, unit 1, pattern in algebra, lesson 1, part 3, decreasing sequences. So if I'm looking at the number 14, what is 3 less than 14? And how do you know that? So if I have 14, right, and I'm going to subtract 3, it's going to equal 11, right? 14, 13, 12, 11. Okay, so what I do here is I write a minus sign, right, with a 3 in it up in the circle. So when we're doing sequences, this is how we're going to write it. So what I want you guys to do right now is look at this term here, and you're going to subtract 2. So I have 13. So subtracting 2, this is what the difference between this number and this number are. I'm subtracting 2, so I go 13, 12, 11. Okay, so pause the video, do the rest of these 3 examples. Okay, so I have 12. I'm going to 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And for this one, I have 11. The difference is minus 5, so 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And now I have 24, and I'm going to take away 8. That's going to be our difference. So 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Okay, so just give these bonus questions a quick try and pause the video. So if I have 79, I'm going to take away 2. So 79, 78, 77. Okay, and now I have 131, and I'm going to take away 6, right? So 131, 130, 129, 128, 127, 126, 125. And now I have 2011. And so I had 2011, 10, 9, 8. So it's 2008. Okay, what is the difference between the numbers 15 and 12? Yeah, so it's 3, but is it getting bigger or smaller? It's getting smaller. So the sequence here is going to be subtraction all the way across, and the difference between the numbers is going to be 3. So what would these next numbers be? Pause the video and figure them out. So it's 12, 11, 10, 9, and 9, 8, 7, 6, right? Okay, so noticing that this pattern is decreasing, getting smaller, this sequence is called a decreasing sequence. Okay, so when they're getting smaller, when you're subtracting over and over and over again, that's a decreasing sequence. If we're adding and adding and adding, that's an increasing sequence. So Zara here gets a monthly allowance of $20. After the first week, she has $16 left. After the second week, she has $12 left. And after the third week, she has $8 left. So if this pattern were to continue, how much money will she have after the fourth week? So the first thing I do when I see a word problem, I read through the whole entire thing. I don't start until after I read the whole thing, and then I circle what I need. So she gets a monthly allowance. So she's monthly allowance of $20. So Zara, starting out, our lovely little friend Zara here, has $20. That's the first number in our sequence. After the first week, so the first week, she has $16 left. So I'm just setting up my problem here. And this is week 1. Then second week, I'm going to circle this here, she has $12 left. And this is week 2. Then after the third week, she has $8 left. Okay, so this is an example how we can use this sequence to help us solve these problems when it's a pattern. If this pattern continues, how much money will she have after the 4th week? So that's what we want to find out. So I'm going to write week 4 here, and that's where we're going to put that. And now I'm going to have a look. And my first question that I ask is the pattern increasing or decreasing? So it is decreasing. So I put my minus sign in there. And then I want to see what the difference is between my first two set of numbers. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. So it is 4. And then I'm going to check the second number. So I can either start here and count up. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Or I could start at 16 and count backwards. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. It's going to come up to the same. So whichever you're more comfortable with. And then 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So it's minus 4, and it looks like it's going to be minus 4 all the way across. So I can go 8 minus 4, and that would be 4. Okay? So there are times when you're going to find some of these problem sequences in your everyday lives, right? So here's another example. So suppose Tina's puppy is 8 centimeters tall during the first month, okay, and grows 3 centimeters each month. What I want you to do is pause the video and circle the information that you're given that you think you're going to need to find out how tall Tina's puppy is going to be after 2 months. Okay, so just like we did up here, I'm going to set this problem up. Okay, so get this out of my way. I suppose Tina's puppy is 8 centimeters tall in the first month. So 8 centimeters, and this is month 1. That's what we're starting with. And grows 3 centimeters each month. So I know that the difference is going to be 3 centimeters. And because the puppy is growing, we know that it's going to be addition, because the sequence needs to get bigger. The puppy's not going to grow smaller. It's going to grow bigger. Okay, and so after the second month, right, so I'm setting it up very similar to what we did up top here. 8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11 centimeters. Okay, so can you figure out how big this puppy is going to be after 4 months? So just pause the video and figure that out now. Okay, so still doing plus 3 centimeters, because every month we know that that is how much this puppy is growing. So this would be 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, right? And we can keep going and going and going. So there are some problems. Make sure you use some of these strategies. Circle what you need to know so that you know what you're figuring out. And then you can underline what you're trying to find so that you know that when you get there, and set your problem up using this type of sequence.